What up, though? Just waiting for some people to come in. We're gonna get ready to talk about this fight. Ah, what up, though? Good. This was a good fight. Absolutely a great fight. It didn't go the way I wanted it, but just like I said all along, just like I said all along, youth versus definitely played a role, and people will not understand boxing. If you never studied boxing or you never watched boxing, um, you would never understand. The fight could have went either way. I'm not gonna lie, this was one of the hardest fights to score. I cannot lie. Now in the first fight, I clearly gave it to Triple G. This fight could have went either way, even though Canelo came out. I want to say won the first 2 out of 3 rounds. Um, the middle rounds went to Triple G, but the 12th round was up for grabs. Uh, this was a good fight, but it just goes to show you the techniques that they use. If it was going to be a rematch, it should have been right after last fight. But when you look at something over a year, now you got, you know, you're a year older. And in boxing, uh, you 35, you going to 36, 37. Your reflexes is not the same. Everybody is not Floyd Mayweather. Um, the difference with this, with boxing, them guys once it's done, they go on vacation, they eat cake, they eat pizza, and then when they get ready to sign a deal, that's when they start working out. You know, only one that I see that stays in shape year after year, even after fights, is Floyd Mayweather. That's the only one I used to see, even after a fight, get out and run 10 miles all the way to his house. Um, but this was a good fight. Um, I wanted to see somebody get knocked out, honestly. You just got to give it, give it his props. Both of them guys end up bleeding at the end. Um, did we see Canelo startle a little bit? Like I want to say in round 10 or 11. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think his bell was rung a little bit. And if Triple G was faster, uh, I'm not saying he would have put Canelo out because Canelo got a chin. I mean, Canelo has a chin. I already knew Triple G had a chin, but Canelo has a chin. And this fight, like I said, it was all about youth in this fight, and I think the 12th round decided it. Even though I have to be real. I have to be real. Uh, the 12th round decided it. If it would have came out as a draw, I would have saluted it. But uh, Triple G lost that 12th round, which lost him the fight because that it was up in the air. It was up in the air. But good fight, guys. Great fight. If you're a fan of boxing, then damn it, this was a fight that you wanted to see. I just wish this would have happened directly after the first fight. With all the doping and all of that, you just don't know. Everyone, you just don't know. And me personally, and I've been calling it ever since we started talking about it. I'm saying, look, I don't like Triple G chances, even though I wanted him to win. But you just seen in the first 6 rounds, um, he was just so slow, guys. I'm talking about even his jab was working though. I cannot lie, the jab was working. Uh, if he wanted to win, he definitely should have listened to the corner, even though he was. But you just seen it. You seen it, guys. The pressure that Canelo put on Triple G was amazing. And again, age proved the difference. A young, hungry tiger or a lion coming in wanting to take the top spot. So they got to fight it out. Now, would I want to see a part 3 in this? Absolutely not. Because now we're gonna look at another 6 months, for them to train, and you talking about Triple G getting older, and now we getting into danger territory. So I would not want to see a trilogy, even though this was a good fight and it could have went either way. But um, I wouldn't want to see this. As far as one thing I didn't like about Triple G, I didn't like the way he didn't give an interview. I think that was very, very rude, unprofessional. First of all, very unprofessional. I would have even seen if he was just bleeding, medical attention. No, it was like a sore loser, and I think as a professional, he should have went over there and congratulated, did an interview, congratulated, and it's basically like passing the torch, saying, hey man, I had my run, you know, go ahead, take it to the next level, break some records. It could have been because uh, uh, Triple G wanted to break Bernard Hopkins' record as most title defenses, uh, for middleweight, and just came up just short, and unfortunately he left the ring very unprofessionally, guys. I just think very, very unprofessional. Uh, that's my take on it. But this was a good fight, guys. I recorded it and everything, and I'm gonna go back and watch, just to see how close it was, because it was just too hard, guys. Too hard. It was too hard to even score. And I don't know. I guess the stream that I was watching wasn't HBO commentators. This was some I seen what's his name? He was in the ring, but what was Roy Jones and what was Jim Limpert, whatever his name is from HBO. I had some totally different guys calling the fights. You could tell, like, I don't even know who it was, honestly. They never showed their face. But it was it was a great, great fight, guys. And if you pay $85 for it, then salute. I'm not paying that. Of course, my name is Superdell. I'm all about cutting the cable cord. And for all of you new guys that are coming into this channel right now, go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you want to save money with cutting the cable cord. I don't pay that price for the fight. We pretty much watch the fight basically for free, and we get good quality content, and if you want to learn how to cut the cable cord the correct way to save money in the long run, you definitely need to subscribe to this channel right now. I got a host of videos, but to everyone who did pay $85 or more, I think you got your money's worth in the main event. But they showed the good fights. I guess the prelims, the earlier fights, there was so many knockouts that they had to play some fights that were early in the morning to cover, because the 3 fights that they had, guys got knocked out in the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds or something like that. So I even went out and got me something to eat because it was no more fights, and they threw a fight with only like 12 people in the arena. They threw that out there. But this was a great card. It was a great card. The main event was great. If you're a Triple G fan, don't hold your head down. I think it is time to pass the torch, because you just seen the age. You seen it, the slowness, everything. You seen it all. I mean, even though he got a chin, but you don't want to see anyone get beat like that. You don't want to see anyone get beat like that. And he, like I said, I don't want him to stick around like Roy Jones is sticking around. Roy Jones sticking around, and you seeing this, getting knocked out, and then you see the effects later on in life. Um, if you're tuning in, go ahead, please click that like button. We got almost 1,400 people up in here. Hey, go ahead, click that like button. Hey, salute the Fire Stick, that ish. What's up, man? He's part of the the cable cord team. Thank you for the $15 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But definitely, I know the people that thumbs down already. They're a Triple G, and you know they're upset right now, and it's all good. It is all good because believe me, I'm a Triple G fan too. I like Canelo, but I think to me, uh, they want him to be the next best thing. You know, but I think even when he was knocking guys out, why Triple G was in his prime, De La Hoya would not let him get no part of Triple G. And I know how De La Hoya was doing it. We're going to let him get of age. We're going to let him be 34 before we let him fight, And that was a smart move on him, even though I think Canelo lost that first fight. I don't know what that one judge, the lady Bird, she must have been on that stuff because she scored around 118, 110. What the hell was that? You know, and De La Hoya always kept saying rematch, rematch. In all the interviews, he kept saying rematch. What if it'd be a good rematch? If it's a great fight, it'd be a great rematch. And what happened? And all of a sudden, a rematch. But this just goes to show you guys, when it comes to this boxing or UFC, any combat sport, the older you get, it just become a little bit harder. You see it in all sports, golf, you see it in tennis, you see it in everything. You see it in baseball. Well, not so much baseball because them, them guys be 43, 44 still playing baseball. And pitchers still have their pitches and everything. But wow, it's 1,300 people in here. I am very, very surprised at this. Let me read some of these comments if I can catch up with them. You guys keep on making this worse by just saying that this is not a big deal. Oh, I don't know. Maybe talking to somebody else. To me, this was a big deal. It was a big deal, and Canelo had to win. Canelo needed to win to keep everything moving. Again, but for him to be 36 years old, he stayed in the pocket. You did not see Triple G sit on the ropes. I think he took a lot of shots, though. I'm not gonna lie, Canelo came in right. Canelo came in right. This is the best I've seen Canelo. This is the best I've seen as far as condition. This was the best Canelo has ever been. Again, with Triple G power, he was just too damn slow, guys. This guy was just too slow, and he could not hang in. He could not hang in there. Even though it was closer than, it was very close. I think if Triple G had a little bit more speed, it would have been a different outcome. But Triple G is just too slow, and I would say for his health, I think it's almost time for him to hang it up because he gonna go against one of them young fighters, and somebody gonna mess around and catch him and knock him the hell out because the reflexes are not there anymore. It's not like Triple G has been always quick, but he just do not have it anymore. As far as speed wise, and you just see it from fight to fight to fight. Even with Jacobs, he got tagged a lot, and just luckily he won that. Jacobs, when you go back and watch that fight with him and Jacobs, you see what's going on. You've seen him get touched and possibly losing that fight. Tell you the truth, I had Jacobs winning. That was just me though. And We all know about Canelo, testing positive for illegal drugs in his system. We know about that. Hopefully he doesn't have anything in his system, because he came out, like I said, he was the aggressor throughout the fight, except for like I know he was the aggressor again in the 12th. I want to say in round 9, 10, and 11, he wasn't the aggressor, but pretty much 8 rounds, he was the aggressor. He was the aggressor, and he got stunned once in this fight. So I would say, it was crazy. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack with this. Go ahead, smack that thumbs up, guys. Hey, salute. I tip my hat to him because, like I said, I think that 12th round came down to that decision, of who win, and who lost. And it is what it is. But I think that's not going to change my mind. I never seen Triple G do this, but of course he never lost. He was a sore loser tonight, guys. We just got to call it like we see it. A sore loser. I'm just looking at some of these numbers. I think Triple G jab was on point tonight. He missed a lot of his power shots though. They was not on point, but the jab was on point. And I think in order to win, I think Triple G should have used that jab a lot more, because it seems like the year after year, Canelo chin is getting better and better. I done seen Canelo take some shots where the average boxer would have dropped, and I seen him take a couple shots in this fight. The one did stunning, but Canelo got a chin, guys. If you don't know about Canelo chin, you got to give it to the brother. That boy got a chin. I don't mean to call him a boy because he's a grown man. That young man has a chin. He has a chin, and you got to give it to him. Triple G has a chin too. But again, when we talking about speed, guys, Triple G is old in the game now. I think it's time for him to get ready to hang it up. If he want to make another couple mil, then take a fight with like Lemieux or something like that, and then go ahead right off to the sunset. But what's next for Canelo? I really don't know, because all who's in the middleweight? Let me think. Because all the action is in the welterweight, guys. All the action is in the welterweight. I don't know yet. I will have to sit back and look and see who will be next for Canelo. I just don't want this to be a trilogy. Honestly, I don't. Because I think if there's a trilogy, I'm just this guy said Triple G won. Okay, well that's your opinion. He told me F me, and that's my opinion, man. That's my opinion. It's all good. It's all good. You might have lost some money, but it's all good. I'm gonna go back and watch this fight. I'm gonna watch this fight. And again, Triple G was my guy. I picked Triple G to win this fight. But I like I said, I just think Canelo came right out, was the aggressor. He probably won the first 2 out of 3 rounds if he didn't win the first 3. And it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm telling you guys, I love these type of matches. I love, that's the difference between boxing and UFC. With UFC, there is no running. You got to put the best with the best. In boxing, there's a lot of politics. We are lucky to even get this fight. I think it was some BS behind it, but we are lucky to get this fight. One thing about it, when you fight someone, and you see them again and you fight them again, remember, you learn from the first fight. You got to change your ways and everything. you have to make some changes. Really, when you know you lost and everybody tapping you and saying, "No, man, it was a draw, it was a draw." So whenever you go and do the second fight, you actually know what you have to do. That's why I really didn't like the way the first fight went, um, because I think it was some BS in the game. I think it was some BS. Um, Let me see. Honestly, if you think Canelo won, you really need a doctor or eye surgery. I mean, like, come on, what the F? Do you know what boxing is? Let me tell you, I know what boxing is. And I came on. If you would have joined the first 2 minutes of the program, refresco, you would have heard me say it could have went either way. But due to them giving it to Canelo, um, it is what it is. You know, uh, I would love to see your point, your sheet while you're talking. Everybody have their opinion, and it's all good. I got mine. Like I said, the fight was close. If you would have been here the first minute, you would have heard me say it. It could have went either way, but at the end of the day, you still got to congratulate who they gave it to. I think it was very close. Honestly, I would have been good if it was a draw again, even though the first fight was not a draw. Again, I am a Triple G fan, and it is what it is. It could have been a draw. Believe me, I know boxing. All right, I know boxing. I can give you a little history from boxing. I'm born and raised in a boxing city. So I stayed right around the corner from where one of the best trainers in the world actually trained fighters. I seen fighters come and go. So whatever you got out there, it's all good. It's all good. But at the end of the day, Canelo won. They gave it to him. You know, I just think the 12th round, that decided the fight. That's pretty much what it is. That's what it is. Absolutely, Dallas. Let him know where I'm from. Let him know. But again, this was a good fight, guys. Like I said, I like I said, I did not want to see Triple G. Triple G surprised me by just leaving, just busting up, guys. Just left. I mean, for no reason, just left out the ring. I would have loved to hear his commentary, what his thoughts were. But at the end of the day, you see him come in with like 3 or 4 belts and to walk out that ring with none of them. Yeah, that's a hurting feeling. I can always say I'll be a professional until you put yourself in that person's shoes. Now you got to go home and face your kids, face your wife, and all of that. So, it's always hard to say what somebody should be, but that's a hurting feeling when you go your whole career not losing. You always got the belts, and then that one day you lose it all, even though he gonna get a nice little check, but you lose it all, But it is what it is. It is what it is. This is what we bargained for. This is what we paid for, at least some of y'all. Again, if you want to learn how to cut the cable cord, subscribe to this channel. My name is Superdell. I do a lot of videos showing you how to cut the cable cord. I teach you how to program Fire Sticks, Android boxes, Nvidia Shield. We do it all. We do it all. We really show you how to cut the cord. My team is DST. We also have a Facebook group that if you want to get over there and learn how to cut the cord, definitely go on Facebook and search DST. And you will see our Facebook group page come up. Again, cutting the cord is very, very great to do. We save a lot of money. So by cutting the cord, we get to see big fights for this for like free, compared to other people possibly going to websites and all of that, watching the fight, risking your computer, risking your phone, getting viruses and everything. We don't go through that, so when there's a big WWE fight or wrestling, a big UFC fight, or a big boxing match that's pay-per-view, yeah, we watch it in the comfort of our homes and we go from there. So if you want to learn how to cut the cable cord and be just like us and get it, be able to watch all movies, TV shows, play games, then go ahead, click that subscribe button and come learn something. You can actually make this work for you. But yeah, we got to see. I really want to see the results of Canelo after this fight. Like I said, I never seen Canelo like this, really with a bigger opponent. With a bigger opponent, you never seen him. But I'm hoping that he's clean, for the sake of the sport, because like I said, boxing is not the same. It's too many politics in boxing, and that's why they are losing a lot of people to UFC. You got Roy Jones over in UFC promoting. You got De La Hoya now over in UFC promoting. There's a lot of people that's switching up. You even got, if I'm not mistaken, I think Floyd Mayweather got a fighter that's over in UFC. So you see in boxing actually going over and tapping UFC, and it just goes to show you, because there is no politics. It's either you want to take this fight or you don't. With boxing, it's a lot of politics. Guys don't want to fight each other. Oh, I need a 2-fight tune-up. Just look at Keith Thurman. Look at Keith Thurman. He won the championship, and we ain't seen him since. I got a shoulder hurt. We're going on 2 years, but he still got the belt, and we seeing fighters actually scared to fight each other. Look at the heavyweight boxing, and look, you got Wilder and the young fella Joshua over there, and don't want to fight. Wilder calling them out, he call them out, and then they can't even negotiate. That's what's wrong with boxing. And so tonight proved we got the 2 top middleweights, and they came together again. The first time, like I said, I think Triple G won. But then when they were supposed to fight in May, of course, Canelo somehow got some illegal drugs in his system. He said he ate some meat from Mexico. Everybody and their mother know you don't want to eat no meat from Mexico because how it's prepared. And what they prepare it in over in the States, it's illegal, when they test you. So that's why we had to wait till September to watch this fight. And again, you got a guy that's getting older and older every day, getting older. And that was the plan all along, I think, from the camp from Golden Boy Promotions. We need, even when it, like I said, when they was in their prime, when Triple G was in his prime, and Canelo was coming up, De La Hoya held him back for like 2 years before the first fight happened. And you see what happened with that. I'm just trying to read, man. This chat is moving. Yeah, Triple G. I mean, Triple G did have more damage to the face, but that don't always tell the story. Because one of the fighters I like, and rest in peace, was Arturo Gatti. Arturo Gatti would get hit one time and the swelling would just blow up. Some people, they tissue just can't handle that. And a lot of times in boxing, doesn't tell the story, because some people just, when you get hit, that tissue just can't take it, so it swell up. But yeah, he got 2 black eyes. I tell you that now, because you seen it as he was walking to the dressing room. All of this was black. So in the morning, you already know how his face gonna look. He gonna have to put on some glasses for real. He's but yeah, some people just can't take it, guys. Whenever you rooting for somebody, it's just hard. It's hard for you to come in and it's hard. It is very, very hard. It is very, very hard. Uh, like I said, I always go into a fight with an open mind. Even though I'm a fan of somebody, I always go in with an open mind. And that's the only way you're gonna be fair. Now, if you're a fan of Triple G and you just love Triple G, then of course you upset right now. And if you're a fan of Canelo and you really you will say he won 8 rounds to 4. But if you don't go in with an open mind, this is what you will get. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, congratulations to Canelo. I think it's time to pass the torch anyway in the middleweight. Um, maybe he'll move up. Maybe the next fight can be Andre Ward. Maybe Canelo can move up, and maybe it could be a catch weight. There's really nothing going on in boxing except for in the welterweight, 140 and 147. All the action is down there. The middleweights, super middleweights, the light heavyweights, and you see what the heck is going on in heavyweights. It's just a disgrace right now because everything, they always say they love the sport, but then when it comes to getting down and getting it done, uh, no, you can't agree to my terms then, or you can't fight in this arena or that arena. It becomes politics. So Golovkin did not knock out Canelo like he did the rest of the opponents. Fought a little cautious. To me, jabbing and pity-patting for most of his attack. I can agree with that, Brad. Absolutely. I think he could have been a little bit more busy. Triple G. That was the thing. I think his jab was on point, but I think he should have been a little bit busier. Even his corner was telling him, get in the pocket, jab him, set him up, knock him out. And in the past, that's what Triple G did. He'd jab you, and then bam, and then you was on the floor, half breathing. With this one, like I said, when you got a young lion that's coming up that's just as hungry as you, but again, youth plays a role. Youth plays a role. You're talking about a 36-year-old versus a 28-year-old, a guy that has entered his prime. And to be on politics, this kind of saved a little bit of HBO because HBO has fallen off the map with boxing. So I think the main event actually gave them a little bit of a clout, but it's pretty much over for HBO, guys. All the fighters are gone. I think Triple G was that last that last one. And it's pretty much over. It's pretty much over. But definitely, this was a good fight, guys. For all you Triple G people, do not be ashamed. That man has had a great career. And if you want to see a trilogy, I think the next fight will be worse because, he's getting older and Canelo is young and getting better. And the more you keep fighting each other, the more you start learning that person. You're going to keep learning. That's why Canelo came in like he did today. Canelo came in shape and everything. I mean, everything was on point. Everything was on point. Canelo did not clearly win KCX Legacy. He did not clearly win. I don't know what you was watching, but he did not clearly win. You can look at the scorecards and tell that. Now you got myself, you got others out here. When you say clearly win, you talking 3 points, 4 points. No, this was a very close fight. This was a very close fight. And if you got clearly win, that's because you're a fan of Canelo. All right. Again, you got to go in with an open mind. You have to go in with an open mind. You can't be going in there because you're a fan. Like I said, I'm a fan of Triple G. I like Canelo, but I really like Triple G. I just like his style, and I like how he get guys up out of there. It's no plan. I like Canelo too. I like Amir Khan too. I like Amir Khan, but that knockout that he got from Canelo was vicious. I felt that. But I like guys that go in there and get the job done and call it the day. You know, I don't, that's the difference. I like Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather is not a knockout artist. You know, yeah, we seen him get rid of McGregor, but McGregor is not a boxer. He is not a boxer. So, that's the difference between Roy Jones and Mayweather. Roy Jones will knock you the heck out, straight up, get you up out of there and talk some smack. Mayweather is the king of promotions. He about getting that money. That's what make, Floyd Mayweather so good. And that's why, and the hate was on him. The hate was on him. But you got to give props what props are due. Absolutely. Sogo say Canelo is going to fade at middleweight. It's really nobody in middleweight. I've seen a couple people, but I don't know about beating him at middleweight. I think honestly, I think he should move up, and test the waters with Andre Ward at a catchweight. Honestly, that would be an amazing fight. That would be a nice fight right there. I would think that would be a nice, maybe they can move up, 166 or something like that, or maybe 165, a catch weight. The belts, I mean, they both champions, so they don't have to put the belts on the line, but I think it'll be a good for the fans. It'll be good for the art of boxing because now you got two kings going against each other. You got one that's gonna shed a couple pounds and one that gain a couple pounds. What y'all think of that? Because there's nobody in the middleweight. Who you gonna fight? I don't want to see a trilogy of Triple G and Canelo. So what y'all think? Okay. Some people said, "Hey, Triple G won." I don't know. That's why I say I'm gonna go back and and check it out. I'm gonna go back and check it out. And for everyone that's trying to cuss, it's not gonna work on this channel. Certain words I have blocked. So if you talking about cussing, no one will see it. So that's what this channel is about, because this is a family channel. And again, I teach people how to cut the cable cord. So guys, he said, I love weed. Oh man, this is funny because I'm looking at some of these comments and it's real funny. Canelo versus Crawford, that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. Or Spence. If Spence want to go up. If Spence want to go up. But I'm not going to hold y'all too long, guys. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Again, my name is Superdell. My channel is Superdell-TV. Home of the cutting the cable cord. This is what I do. Again, we got a DST group that is on Facebook. If you want to learn how to cut the cable cord, you definitely want to subscribe. Also, click that bell icon. That way you can get notified anytime I release any videos. Come on, guys. You want to learn how to save money? You definitely should come on. Don't be afraid to come on. I do live shows every Monday and Friday. Of course, I'm an Eastern Standard Time guy. I'm on the East Coast. Actually, I'm in Detroit. So you know what it is. You know what it is. But I don't want to see Juan. Don't nobody want to see Canelo versus Sean Porter. I think Sean Porter would get knocked the heck out. Sean Porter better stay where he's at. Hey, look, I like Sean Porter, but Sean Porter would be way over his head if he want Canelo. Now, Canelo might be done at welterweight. Yep. So I'm born and raised Detroit. Born and raised on the number streets. For anyone that's a part of Detroit, y'all know what the number streets are. Uh, number streets, 29th in Michigan. So I was literally like probably about like 5 minutes away from the old Tiger Stadium. So born and raised. But guys, I'm gonna get up out of here because I got a couple athletes in my house. They got a couple football games tomorrow. Well, not a couple. They got one, but both my boys play on the same team. But definitely 313 in the building all day. I see you, Jay Wan. What up, though? Look, D Gray said 7 Mile. Look, Jay Wan say 23rd. I was born on 29th and Michigan Avenue. Actually, I was in between a couple streets, Buchanan and Jackson. But, you know, the big main intersection, 29th and Michigan Ave. But, guys, let me know y'all thoughts after the video. Just leave your comments. Thumbs up the video, too, guys. I know all 41 of y'all who thumbs down me. Y'all, you know, you're Triple G fans, and y'all mad because I say, hey, congratulations to Canelo. It's all good. I love y'all anyway. But don't be afraid. Subscribe to the channel. You ready to learn how to cut the cable cord? Definitely tune in. And we'll go from there. Learn how to program your own Android TV device or Android box or Nvidia Shield, guys. So, hey, salute to y'all. Salute to the new champion. Y'all be safe out there. Again, prayers go out to everyone that was affected by the hurricane that came. And now it's down south. You know, in Atlanta is hitting that area. So good prayers only, guys, to people that are affected. I know we lost some lives, including the infant, due to this damn hurricane. So again, y'all stay safe out there. I'm glad y'all tuned in. But again, I got to get ready to sign out. And say, don't buy Golden Boy pay-per-view. Let this be a lesson. Yeah, this was an odd pay-per-view. I cannot even lie. It was a very odd pay-per-view. Very, very, this was crazy. It was very odd. But salute to y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. This is Superdell, and I am getting ready to get up out of here. All right, guys. Like I always say, be safe out there, and hopefully you subscribe to the channel. Superdell signing out. Peace.